Good morning. We're in Trapper Dave out here in the fur shop on Monday morning. Going to get a little bit of work done before we have to go work the regular job here later on this evening. But what I'm into this morning is this is a new way that we are going to do some coyotes. I skinned these out like this back in winter when I was trapping. If I got a hold of one or caught one, or my buddies did, that was real pretty, I would do what they call a case skin, and it's more like on a, I guess you call like a bear rug type skin. When it's tanned, this is the way it will lay out, and you can see this right here is a pretty one. He's sort of got a black line down his back. Sometimes this happens. I'm not sure. As you can see that right there, he's got good hair. Got that black streak all the way down his back. But the way we've done a few of them. We're going to start doing this is their neck is going to be left all together. Actually, from right here back down to the tail part is like the skin open, and then this right here is when it's tanned, it'll lay, if you want to lay it out like on the floor for like a rug or something like that, that's the way that it will be. That's the way it'll be. I just got this one fleshed out. I'm fixing to put some stuff on it to the bacteria agent. I'm fixing to put that on there. He's got a year in there. There it is. He's got a year in there somewhere. But anyway, I'm going to work on that this morning, get that took care of, and get this guy. I'll have to put him on this sheet of plywood right there, so that's the only way he's going to dry. But got that done. There's a small beaver hoop. Probably going to take it off the hoop there later on, put another one on tomorrow. I'm going to work on this one. And then that's pretty much it for the day. I've got a big old beaver I'm fixing to start fleshing on, about a 70 pounder. It'd take me probably a couple of days to get hit between doing this, getting this coyote attacked and everything. So anyway, just a heads up what's going on in the fur shed. Catch y'all in a few days. Good morning, everyone. Trapper Dave out here in the fur shop working on some fur. We're into the beavers this week. I just got through fleshing one. About a 70 pounder. Took me a pretty good little while to get that done. Anyway, the bigger, the more gristle they have and the more fat, so it takes a little bit longer. I just took this one off of the hoop. It's barely around about 20, it looks like here, we're going to say about 24 inches. That's actually a small one. That's about as small as I like to put on a hoop, because it gets to where you're not got a perfect circle and you're going to have a funny looking shape when they dry. But sometimes what you got to do is just get you a piece of plywood, and like this one right here. Actually, I've got a coyote on the back side of this. It's been drying for like a looks a lot like a rug that I'm experimenting with, see how it turns out. But this one here, it's let's see, we're going to look at it. It's about 21. We're looking at about 21 inches that way, and see how good my circle is. We're looking at about 21, probably about 21 inches that way. So I got a pretty good circle drawn out here. As you can see, if I get one, like this one right here is 24 inches, I've already got my line. So what you do, just stretch it, find you a point, stretch it, and just, I staple mine, just, staple around through there. And that white stuff you see on there is borax. I don't use salt. Salt will dry them out good, but it takes longer. On a day like this one right here, it'll probably be, within 48 hours, it'll probably be ready to sand down and start working on. So that's what I like about borax. It dries really well. And on a real thin pelt, if you put any on there, you better you better take it off the stretcher than about 24 hours, because if you don't, it will dry out till you can't work it anymore. I mean, I've run into that problem here a couple of times in the last few weeks. If the humidity gets real low and it's hot as it is outside, you're going to have a drying problem, and it's real hard to get your hides rehydrated to get into the pickling so you can start your tanning process. Done a couple of coyote tails. I had a couple of coyotes that the pelts wasn't no good, so I just cut the tails off and done them. You can see these are pretty good, and I have some of these for sale on the Hillbilly Heart Decor on Etsy. You can check that out also. Anyway, we're going to call it a day, and we'll be back here in a couple of days with some more videos. Not sure what we're going to be working on next. May get back into some bobcats. But anyway, y'all have a nice day. Catch y'all in the fur shed. Trapper Dave again in the fur shop. This is on Thursday, July the 14th. I made a little video in here Tuesday when this small beaver here, I put on this piece of plywood. And I told you I was using boar wax, which dries real fast. This is about 48 hours, and you can see this one right here is ready to sand down and start thinning it down to get ready for the tanning process. So that works real fast. It don't cause anything to rust in your shop like your salt does and all that, but it works real fast. Like I said, about 48 hours, well, you're good to go. I just got through putting this big one on. This one here, it's probably running about 34, probably around about 33 or 34 inches. I didn't measure it, but as you can see, my hoop is almost maxed out up at the top. So what I'm talking about, that's one side, and there's the other side, so about another 8 inches, and it would have been maxed out. So that's a big one there. It'll probably be ready to take off there by probably Sunday. It's a little bit thicker than the smaller one I just showed you, so probably in about 72 hours, maybe 84 hours, somewhere in there, 3 to 4 days, it'll be good to go. So anyway, just doing a short video here on what I'm doing. May have some more, like I said, may have some more bobcats coming in this weekend. Not real sure yet, but if I do, I'll be probably make a short video on that. But anyway, catch y'all in the fur shop. Trapper Dave again here in the fur shed. This is July the 17th. We've been working on a few of the items today. I've been fleshing some more beavers. That seems to be the thing going right now, so we've been doing that. I believe I took a video of this back about two or 3 days ago, this big old beaver pelt here, and I said, you know, it'd probably be drying about 3 to 4 days. And this right here, that right there is dry. I mean, I'll probably take it off tomorrow or put another one on. That's my plan. While I've been fleshing this morning, I've had my pot going. I've been working on some skulls, and actually there's some still in that pot, but I've got 6 laid out here. This is it's a bobcat. That's a big old beaver skull, and that's a bobcat. That's an otter, and I had one beaver skull. It come apart and wasn't no good, so I kept the bottom jaw off of it. And then over here's another skull. I've got I think 2 more beaver skulls and 2 fox skulls in that pot, so that's a total of about 10. I'm gonna work on them again some tomorrow and get them into the cleaning process. Gonna try a couple of different things on this time, but when they They still look pretty dark, but when I get done with them, they'll look pretty bright then, pretty and white. Probably go take this beaver off the piece of plywood tomorrow. I've got another small one I'll probably put on there. So anyway, we're just plugging right along here. Like I said, this one right here is probably around 34, probably about 34 inches somewhere in there. So he's a nice one. This is what you call your blanket beavers. If you had about 15 of those or 18 of those, you could make one big old blanket. So that's what they call the blanket beaver. But anyway, we're gonna call it a day, get off of here, and get ready to start another work week. I will be in here working some throughout the week, but we'll probably be working mainly on the skulls, getting these cleaned up, finished up. Probably get them on some plaques, get them ready for a sale we got coming up here in a few days. But anyway, this is Old Trapper Dave. We'll catch you in the fur shop.